I am going to show you how ICT's most recent trade, taken on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, was actually a Goldbach trade. Now, I find this funny. I'm sorry, but like the guy brags, and ICT's a fantastic trader. I'm not taking anything away from him, but he brags so much about his trades being fantastic. And if you watch this video, and this is the actual video, if you have a look, there's a lot of ego there and arrogance. But yes, it's easy to be arrogant about your trading and your specific skill if you're not telling anyone else how you do it. You can show off all day long if you know the magic trick, right? And I guess this is the purpose of my channel, and this is why Hoppy released the book Demystifying ICT, because we know how he actually trades. And it's like, dude, you've been doing this for 10 years. If you just told us about the Goldbach levels 10 years ago, our learning curve would have been so much shorter. But anyway, sorry for the preamble. Essentially what he did was he had a fair value gap here. He bought here, and then he took partials on the way up. And then he also bragged on the way up as well. And I will show you exactly what he did. Now, apologies for the production quality of this video. I'm literally in a car. I'm in my car and I just saw this trade, so I pulled out my laptop and I thought I might as well explain what he did. So here's TradingView, and this was on Friday. So let me just, for the people who don't believe me, so this is the trade on Friday. The low was at 8 a.m. New York time, and then he came in just post New York open, and he pyramided in this fair value gap. Now, this is what I tell my mentorship students when I'm teaching the golden bullet. And this was my journey. It was like, why does ICT's order blocks and fair value gaps hold? But as a beginning trader, why don't beginning traders' fair value gaps and order blocks hold? But how come his do? I'll show you why. It's because he essentially just trades Goldbach. So, but you obviously have to know Goldbach, and you have to know which power of 3 is running. But here it is. So look, this is the low at 8 a.m. and he came in just after the New York open. This is his fair value gap. I'll mark it up. Here's the 1 minute fair value gap. And that's where he came into the trade essentially. Now, he didn't have a limit order, he had market orders. So where is the magic on this trade? Right. So the 243 is more for higher time frame. He was executing on the M1, so he was scalping. And here's a nice little freebie for you guys. If you want to scalp on NASDAQ on the M1, 9 power of 3 is quite juicy. And then you'll start seeing everything align. So price is up here somewhere. So let's just bring this level down to this area. So again, so people who are new on my channel, the way Goldbach creates the levels, or the way the indicator creates the levels, it says what is the current price, and then using mathematics, what is the dealing range low and the dealing range high. And this is not form fitted, this is based on mathematics, and you can look at my previous videos. But what is the dealing range low and what is the dealing range high? And look, this is the proof. So if you have a look at this, for this particular dealing range, this was the price, this was the low. And if we put our little price tool here, you can see how sensitive it was to this price. Okay, that's not the purpose of this video though, but it just shows you that these numbers are a real thing. So we're not concerned about this price. We want to know what the market was doing when ICT was executing down here. Now at DMN's latest indicator, we can now shift it down to get to the dealing range we care about. So when price was down here, what was the dealing range? Here we go. Now, why was ICT so interested in this particular fair value gap? Right? Because it's a true fair value gap, because it lies in the fair value gap Goldbach level. You see? This is why he was interested in this fair value gap. And that's why he was so confident that this was going to hold. Now, he didn't put a limit order in. He waited for some kind of rejection or some kind of confirmation, and then he pyramided in. But once you know where the real fair value gaps are, ICT trading becomes very, very simple. It really does. And look at how price respects and is sensitive to these Goldbach levels. So this is the extension. Look at how the candles close exactly on these extension levels. You see that? Oh, so this one doesn't. This was off by half a pip, which is fine. Oh no, it isn't. There we go. So it's exactly the same. Okay. Now, this was an important level. You'll see that if we go to a higher power of 3, price actually did a stop run into the extension. So what that essentially means is this is the dealing range for the 81, and price did not want to go and stay in the dealing range lower. So you had these stop runs in to the extension, and then we rejected out. So ICT probably saw, and look how important this level is. So what DMN's indicator is telling you here, that this low is shared by so many power of 3. So the 27 range, the 81, the 243, the 729. So I'm not saying that this is stronger than others, but this low is a key level. It's very common with some higher power of 3 levels. So the main point is there was a power of 3 stop run into the extension. Okay. But the way ICT executed it, he used the 9 power of 3. He saw that there was a real fair value gap here. And I think he even says within his comments that there's some kind of inversion level here. There you go. So he's saying this is inversion level, so it's going to hold. I would say, look, this is a true fair value gap because it falls in the fair value gap GB level. This is why this is not going to be violated. So he bought here, and then he took some partials on the way up, and then ultimately he moved this stop loss up. I don't watch a lot of ICT work anymore because I'm busy just trading my golden bullet. I'm done with my strategy. But every now and again I'll see a trade, and it takes me a second just to check Goldbach, and I can see exactly what he did. If you would like me to do more videos on ICT's trades, and if you would like me to teach you how ICT really trades, let me know. Right? He's supposed to be off social media now. But you know what? If he drops a trade, I will show you why he actually took the trade. Right? The real reason why he took the trade. And now, listen. I didn't come up with this. Hoppy did. Hoppy is the ultimate source of Goldbach. He's the guy who showed the world what Goldbach really is and how it's all traded. I am just a student of Hoppy's, and I'm very fortunate that he helped me to become consistently profitable very, very quickly. If you would like to learn more about Goldbach and get to the source, there's a link to Hoppy's book in the description. Once you have access to a legit copy of the book, you get access to the Discord. That is where the real magic is. As always, you can always contact me if you would like to join my mentorship program and trade my golden bullet. But until next time, have a look at Goldbach. Happy trading, and give me a shout if you want me to expose any more of ICT's trades.